Got 3 packs of Guilds of Ravnica here. I'm gonna open them up. Just see if anybody comes into the live stream first. For now, I'll just wait a little bit, maybe a minute or so. 3 packs, Guilds of Ravnica. Had some good luck from the set. Hopefully it continues. I already pulled one Assassin's Trophy. Hopefully I can get another one eventually. Who knows? Even one person. As soon as we get one person, I'll open these packs. I'm just not going to open it to myself. That's a little strange, especially a live stream. What's that? Yeah, man, I'm working on it. Oh, still nobody in the room yet? Oh, I'll wait. Nobody there, nobody home. There you go. We're about 4 minutes in. We still haven't had anybody in the live stream yet, but like I said, I'm willing to wait till at least one person comes, then I'll open these packs. Alright, looks like we got somebody there in the, so I can start streaming it live, and, hopefully you guys can hear me. So, let's, crack our first pack. I like this one here, Ravnica. Let's crack that one first. Here we go, guys. The magic method. We're cracking 3 packs. Guilds of Ravnica. Here is our first pack. Goblin Locksmith. Whenever Goblin Locksmith attacks creatures with Defender, can't block this turn. 2 cost, 2/1. Loxodon Restorer. Elephant Cleric with Convoke, 6 cost, 3/4. Wishcoin Crab. 4 cost, 2/5. Crab. Sure Strike. 2 costs. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Urban Utopia. That's an enchantment, an aura. It enchants lands. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Enchanted land has tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Moonmark Painter. It's a human Shama. It's a 4 cost, 2/3 with Undergrowth. Whenever Moonmark Painter enters the battlefield, target creature gains menace and gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Siegeworm. 7 cost, Convoke, Trample, 5/5. Goblin Electromancer. It's a 2 cost, an island and a mountain. For a creature that's a Goblin Wizard, instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less, and it's a 2/2. Notion Rain. It's a sorcery, 3 cost, 1 colorless, 1 island, 1 swamp. For a sorcery that does Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards. Notion Rain deals 2 damage to you. Celestial Locket. It's a 3 cost artifact that adds green or white mana to your mana pool, so forest or plains, and you can tap 4 of either plains or forest, or any combination of it, to sacrifice it and draw 2 cards. Beacon Bolt. It's a 3 cost, 1 colorless, 1 island, 1 mountain. Beacon Bolt deals damage to target creature equal to the total number of instants and sorcery cards in your own exile and graveyard. It also has Jump Start, so you can discard a card from your hand and do it again. If you can pay its casting cost of 3. Demotion for 1 plains. It's an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature can't block, can't activate its activated abilities either. Pretty good for 1 cost. Uncommon. When Golgari Finebroker enters the battlefield, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So any permanent card. Wow, that's pretty good for 4. And you get a 3/4 as well. Elf Shaman, good synergy, good colors. That's a pretty good Golgari card. Mnemonic Betrayal. Is that a rare? Our first rare. It's actually a mythic rare. And it's 1 colorless, 1 island, 1 swamp. Exile all cards from your opponent's graveyards. You may cast those cards this turn. You may spend any mana as though it were mana of any type to cast those spells. At the beginning of your next end step, if those cards remain exiled, return them to their owner's graveyard. Exile Mnemonic Betrayal. Is a Guildgate and an Elf Knight. Well, that was our first pack. Pretty good. A mythic rare in the first pack. I'll never complain, as I often say. Let's go with our next pack. I believe this is Imara. our first pack. Dazzling Lights. 1 island. Target creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn and Surveil. Fire Urkin. 2 cost, 1 colorless, 1 mountain. For a creature elemental with trample, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Fire Urkin gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a 1/3 at base. Pretty cool. Bartizan Bats. Hope I said that right. 3 colorless, 1 swamp for a creature bat, flying 3/1. Pretty vanilla. Portcullis Vine is a 1 forest creature plant wall with Defender. Tap 2 colorless, sacrifice a creature with Defender, draw a card. Definitely see some play in that card. Hired Poisoner. 1 swamp for a creature, human assassin with Death Touch. It's a 1/1 at base power and toughness. Vernidide Shieldmate. 2 cost, 1 colorless, 1 hybrid forest plains for a creature, human soldier, vigilance, 2/2 base power and toughness. Hypothesizzle. 5 cost, 3 colorless, 1 island, 1 mountain. Draw 2 cards, then you may discard a non-land card. When you do, Hypothesizzle deals 4 damage to target creature. Prey Upon. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. 1 forest, sorcery. Speed. Hammer Dropper. 4 cost, 1 mountain, 1 plains. For a creature, giant soldier. It has Mentor, which means whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. It's a 5/2 base power and toughness. The Dimir Locket, similar to the Selesnya one that we've seen earlier, but towards the Dimir Guild. It's 3 colorless to add either a swamp or an island to your mana pool. And for 4 of hybrid swamp, hybrid island, any combination of those, sacrifice Dimir Locket, draw 2 cards. League Guild Mage. It's a 2 cost, 1 island, 1 mountain. For a creature, human wizard. It has tap 4. Draw a card. That's 3 colorless and 1 island. Or its other ability is tap X and 1 mountain. Tap League Guild Mage. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control with converted mana cost X. You may choose new targets for the copy. It has a base power and toughness of 2/2. World Soul Colossus. World Soul Colossus is a creature elemental, which is X, 1 forest, 1 plains. It has Convoke, so you can use the creatures you control to help pay for the cost. World Colossus enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it, which is X is obviously the equivalent to X's mana cost, whatever you pay. Inspiring Unicorn. Whenever Inspiring Unicorn attacks, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Pretty good card. Our rare, Omnispell Adapt. It's a 5 cost human wizard, 4 colorless, 1 island. It's a human wizard. I already said that. 3 cost, 2 colorless, 1 island. Tap it. You may cast instants or sorceries cards from your hand without paying its mana cost. Okay, that's pretty good. Especially if you got something that costs maybe 7 or 6. I can think of a few right offhand. Oh yeah, it's a 3/4 base power and toughness as well. I missed that the first time. Selesnya Guildgate. Obviously, the green-white Guildgate comes into play tapped. And then a bird illusion token. So our rare in that one was the Omnispell Adapt, right there. And I already said what it did, so you guys can read that, I'm pretty sure. Right there. Alright. Well, a mythic rare and a rare wizard. Not too bad. Let's see what's in this last pack. Here we go. You guys ready? I know I am. Unexplained Disappearance. I've seen this card before. Unexplained Disappearance. 2 cost, 1 colorless, 1 island, instant speed. Target creature to its owner's hand. Surveil for 1. Alright. Cosmotronic Wave. Cosmotronic Wave deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Creatures your opponent control can't block this turn. Sworn Companions. Sworn Companions is a 3 cost, 2 colorless, 1 plains. It's a sorcery speed. Create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. Wall of Mist. Wall of Mist is a 2 cost, 1 colorless, 1 island. For a creature wall with Defender, it's a 0/5. Moonmark Painter, I already said what that did. It's a human shaman, it's a 2/3, 4 cost, and it's got Undergrowth where it gives itself +X/+0, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Hitchclaw Recluse. Hitchclaw Recluse is a 3 cost, 2 colorless, 1 forest spider with reach. It's got a 1/4 base power and toughness. Doser of Lights. 5 cost, 4 colorless, 1 swamp. For a creature horror, it's a 4/5 base power and toughness. Another very vanilla card. Pack Favor is a 3 cost, 2 colorless, 1 forest. For Convoke spell at instant speed that gives target creature +3/+3 until end of turn. Deadly Visit. 5 cost, 3 colorless, 2 swamps, sorcery speed, destroy target creature, surveil for 2. Pretty awesome card. Iron Shell Beetle. Iron Shell Beetle is a 2 cost, 1 colorless, 1 forest. For a creature insect, when Iron Shell Beetle enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Necrotic Wound. It's a 1 swamp for an instant that has Undergrowth. Target creature gets -X/-X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. If that creature would die, exile it instead. Alright, our uncommons, besides Necrotic Wound, are Discovery and Dispersal. Discovery is a 2 cost, 1 colorless, 1 hybrid, island, swamp. Sorcery speed, surveil 2, then draw a card. Dispersal is a 5 cost, 3 colorless, 1 island, 1 swamp. Instant speed, each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control with the highest converted mana cost among their permanents they control to owner's hand, then discards a card. District Guide, 3 cost, 2 colorless, 1 forest. For an Elf Scout, when District Guide enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card or a gate land card, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Alright. A rare Vampire Assassin. Etrata. I don't know how to say that. The Silencer. It's a 4 cost, 2 colorless, 1 island, 1 swamp. For a legendary creature, Vampire Assassin. Etrata. The Silencer can't be blocked. Whenever Errata deals combat damage to a player, exile target creature, that player controls and put a hit counter on it on that card. That player loses the game if they control 3 or more exiled cards with a hit counter on them. Errata shuffles into owner's library after combat, basically. Is how I've seen this card work. Alright, well, we know that Izzet Guildgate comes into play tapped and adds either an island or a mountain. It's the red-blue gate. Then we got our Goblin token. Well, not bad, guys. Not bad overall. I think our first pack opening live stream went pretty well. Just kind of figuring out the loops. Hopefully next time I have more people to stream for, and hopefully the next time we get something really spicy. It was kind of a mediocre run, but hey, a mythic rare is a mythic rare. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this and you'd like to see more content, like, subscribe, share, and we'd like to see you again back at the Magic Method. Have a good one.